Hello, I am going to be talking about the importance of sustainable traveling. What is it? Sustainable travel is defined as responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment and sustains the well-being of the local people. It also involves local interpretation and education. Some current trends in Montana. Right now, there's no big legislation or regulation in terms of sustainable travel, but Montana is relying on the individual and private companies to do so. For example, Richer Gold. In 2009, there was a research study done into CO2 emissions and traveling. To no one's surprise, they found that planes were the biggest emitter in terms of traveling. That includes both the flight and the airport. On the individual level, Montana is advocating for this idea called Leave No Trace. Leave No Trace has 7 different principles. The first one is plan ahead. Know what you're doing and know what you cannot do. The next one is camp at places that you can camp at. Do not camp in places that you cannot. The next one is dispose of your trash correctly and try to minimize that. The next one is leave what you found unless it's trash. A very important one for here in Montana is minimize your fire. Do not make your fire too big as it can catch the forest on fire. Finally, just be considerate to others when you are out camping or hiking. Next, I'm going to talk about some different aspects of sustainable travel. The first major idea is that we need to build environmental and cultural awareness and respect. We all need to respect the land. Again, learn what you cannot do and what you can do in different areas. The second big idea is to recognize the rights and spiritual beliefs of the indigenous people in your community and work in partnership with them to create empowerment. This can be done through local meetings. Now to the financial side. There are a lot of different financial opportunities both for local people and for private industries. This could take form through so many different ways. But this can not only be for private industry, but this must be for local people. Local people could be providing hiking tours, they could be providing their home through Airbnb, etc. The next big idea is how you design, construct, and operate low-impact facilities. This could look like hotels generating their energy off of green energy. Also, we could advocate for car rental agencies to provide hybrid or electric cars. The final big part of this presentation will be on air travel. Air travel emits a lot of carbon, and there's a way to offset that. This is through either individuals or companies doing what's called carbon offsetting their flights. To offset your flight means financial contributions to projects that help reduce CO2 emissions in various industries or encourage new sustainable energy projects. Effort to balance out the damage that your flight does. These are usually low-cost donations to a third-party environmental group. There are numerous online, and I would advise you to look into it for your next flight. Finally, I want to talk to the class of 2070. The first thing I want to say is that I hope you can still use the outdoor recreational areas that my generation has been able to use. Tourism has the innate ability to help make destinations more resilient, safe, and sustainable. I hope that Bozeman is still able to be thriving and a place that people want to come to. I hope there are still multiple opportunities for people to get into the travel industry. I hope through legislation and regulations that there are multiple businesses that are running off of green energy. I hope the school and city comes around this idea of sustainability, especially when it comes to people coming in from the outside world. I hope that local industries are thriving and that the local job market for tourism has not taken a hit. These are